All right, everybody. So I never really gave everybody a proper tour of my car. Here it be. This is my 1996 Honda Accord EX Coupe. This is a F22B1 2.2 VTEC with a 5-speed manual. Yes, it's one of the rarer ones, if I guess you could call it rare. My one hubcap is a little bit, it's kind of cracked, and I can't get it back on right, so that's actually why it's not on there. It's in here, actually. Which way? This car hasn't been ran in more than 6 months. Heck, it's probably been sitting for more close to a year, if I had anything to say. 359,868 miles. It has a very dead battery. In fact, I think it's actually turned off, but it's really dead anyway. The reason why I just kind of quit with this thing is the clutch, like the clutch switch or whatever. There's a little, okay, let me see if I can get you guys up in there. Okay, if anybody can see that, black, do you see that hole right there? That hole and then that thing right there? So the problem is, it's like a little clutch deactivation switch or activation switch or whatever. So when I actually press the clutch in, apparently the car can't tell that it's actually being pressed, and I can't start the car. I just actually have to manually press in that switch with something, and it can still start. So that's one problem. It's going to need another battery, and I still have to fix the oil pressure switch for it, because that's literally the only reason why this thing leaks oil, is the oil pressure switch, and it doesn't leak a lot of oil. If I fix those 3 things, this car basically would be up and running and good again. I mean, little things that it could probably need is like an alternator, because it's old. Brakes maybe, just because, just for the hell of it, you know what I mean? Another oil change, even though I haven't put 400 miles on it, because I've driven it around this freaking yard maybe 150 miles or so. I don't know why I drive it around the yard so much, but I mean, I've practiced. It's my little 5-speed. And if I had to say anything, I would say the bushings inside of this are fairly good. I mean, I would say that's not too bad. I mean, you can definitely tell when it goes into gear. I would say that's not too bad. If anybody has any opinions on if that's good or not, let me know. Yeah, my, it's stretched out. That was actually a funny sticker that I had. Oh, wait, I know exactly. This is a funny sticker. Gas gauge, of course, you're going to want to put that on a gas guzzler. This is going to be a bit of a long video. Hole right here, not too bad. That's literally the biggest interior cosmetic defect, other than these few small holes in the roof or whatever. Not too bad, though. Let's see. My 12-volt plug has fallen out. Not a big concern. That's why I also took this out, so that way if I don't accidentally press that in, it doesn't burn the whole freaking car down when I'm running. Okay, let's see. I really hope my father didn't lose the plastic switch or whatever, because I think he tried to install it one day. I don't know where it's at. Hopefully he didn't, ouch, hopefully he didn't lose it or something, but yeah. Whatever, I guess. Now I'm trying to look for it. I don't know what he did with it. Oh, well, other than that, if I have to get another one, I can, because it's not like they're expensive. I don't know why I have a silly first aid kit in here, but what else am I going to do? Door handle broke on me one day, unfortunately. I mean, the car is clean. If I really had to be honest, it's a fairly clean car. It is all original owner by the old person who owned it. I highly doubt that gas gauge is right. I don't know why it's raised up the whole way past the F, but when I parked it, it was not like that. Don't know why it did that. Owner's manual and stuff is in there. I mean, 2 oil pressure switch sockets or whatever, and the switch is in there. My door handle, brush, air freshener. It's just a couple little stupid miscellaneous things that are in there. The interior is fairly shiny. I mean, I've cleaned it a bunch of times before. My sunshades that my first girlfriend got me, actually. I'm no longer with her. We're not going to get into that. It's really just irrelevant. Not really a huge deal. Then we, oh wait, here we go. Okay, these are those little plastic switches right there. Now we got the back seat. I have the seats buckled just so it looks more organized and whatnot. The seats and everything are in great shape. I mean, they look really good. There's my other hubcap. I mean, guys, it's in great shape. If I had to say anything for being as old as the car as it is, here's your mirror and stuff. It's getting kind of dark. It's like 8:25 or something. see. No, wait a minute. I'll open that gas cap. I put the blue American flag on this side of my car and the red American flags on the other side of it. I don't know why I put them there. I just like the American flag anyway. I just put them on there. And we have Bongo Cat, I think is what his name is, on the side window. I mean, I was planning on, when I started driving this car, because I'm probably never ever going to get rid of this car, but it's currently out of service right now. But once I actually start driving it, I'm probably going to put like more stickers like on the windows and stuff like that, you know, like anime stickers and whatnot. Don't worry, I mean, what was I going to say? I'm a mechanic, but I'm also a weeb as well, so, you know, anime shit. All right, original Honda Motor Company fuel cap. And one other thing that's shocking is the fact that that right there hasn't broken off. I have seen plenty of newer cars. My mom's 2011 Kia Optima and her 2004 Lexus ES330 both had that little anti-siphoning tool, or anti-siphoning cap, or whatever that's supposed to be called. Both of those cars that she owned came with it, and they're both broken. Trunk and everything. I actually have a set of, I have a broken trimmer back here. There's actually a broken trimmer back here. I don't know why it's back here though. I have a car cover back here. A new set of floor mats that are trimmed to fit. I never put them in yet. I just got them from Ollie's. The jack and tools and stuff like that. Underneath here, I have the spare tire, an extra towel, and the jack and stuff, or the tools. VIN number sticker. Now, I don't know why. Oh, by the way, this does have the stainless steel dual exhaust. Grass all over it because I trim around it. It needs to be cut under here, obviously, but my muffler, like right... Wow, I just realized how close this is to the ground. But I can tell you why. This tire right here is very flat, and all four of these tires are relatively new when I got the car, but what ended up happening is they just kind of dry rotted, because I've owned this car for like 2.5 years now, I think. So I bought it with my own money, and I planned on driving it and stuff when I had the chance, and you know, if you can see the muffler, if it'll focus on it though. Yeah, if it can focus though, that'd be great, but there is a hole in that muffler right there. I don't know why the hell the camera doesn't want to focus, but right there, that's the muffler right here. This is that little tailpipe. There's a hole in the tailpipe right there. So it is a little bit loud, rust and all. There's the other flag. The paint is very oxidized, but I'm not gonna say it's in bad shape. The other three tires can hold air, but I think they've just lost air because it's been sitting here for so long. There's a little frog right there on the car. Slightly faded headlights. They're actually not too terrible. One modification I did to this was put clear turn signal lenses on it with orange bulbs, so they're legal. That was the only modification I did to this car. It's when I got those for Christmas of 2022. Okay, so if this is 2024, I got those Christmas of the year 2022. So yeah, I mean, I think I've had this car. I'll have to look. I'll put it in the description of this video how long I've had this, because this video is definitely way longer than it needs to be. All right, here we have the F22B1 2.2 inline 4 VTEC 4-cylinder that makes 145 horsepower and 147 pound-feet of torque. The battery is disconnected, but it's pretty much dead anyway. Coolant just came out, but oh well. I mean, there's my coolant. It looks pretty good in the radiator and the tank and everything. Okay, so the maintenance things that I did to this is I changed the oil once, but that was like 2 years ago. And I might just change the oil again before I start driving it, which is going to be pretty soon. Even though that the oil doesn't even have 200 miles on it, I might just change it again just because it's old, just because I feel like it. I mean, I want to preserve this thing as much as possible. The valve cover gasket does not actually leak. I'm surprised. I did replace all 4 spark plugs and all 4 spark plug wires just because I felt like it. I replaced the air filter just because I felt like it. I don't know how old this alternator is. Not the prettiest looking. The starter definitely does not look super good. Again, not too sure how old it is. The timing belt is, like, as of right now, the timing belt was done like 45,000 miles ago, I think. That's the brake fluid. Is that the brake fluid reservoir? I forget. Whatever, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I kind of sound stupid the way I'm talking right now, but yeah. Can I show you guys the oil pressure switch? Not too sure. I wonder if I'm actually gonna be able to show you guys this. I mean, like, it's a little sludgy, but it's not terrible. Like when I originally took the spark plugs out for the first time to change them, there was no oil down in the spark plug holes. So that told me that the valve cover gasket must not have been actively leaking. But after running this car for like a while and getting the engine hot, it will smoke a bit, but that's because of the oil pressure switch. That is, it's down there. There it is. Okay, so if you could focus, that's the oil filter, and then that little wire right there is the oil pressure switch, and you can actually see that there is a little bit of oil. You can actually see that it's a little sludgy down there. So that is the pressure switch that needs to be replaced. It's in a terrible, terrible spot, but that is, as far as I know, the only thing that's leaking oil on this car, and really the only big mechanical thing that actually has to be done. I mean, the hoses all seem to be in good shape. Like I said, the coolant looks good and everything, and it will leak oil, but it doesn't leak a lot. Like, if I fix that oil leak, I wouldn't mind driving this thing to Pennsylvania and back, or Florida and back. Another silly little modification I did was put Honda valve stem caps on this, just because, which they're kind of faded now, obviously. Wheels are in good shape, clear coat, obviously. A chip. It has the little deflector for the sunroof, which is nice. But yeah, anyway, right now this car is pretty much out of service, but hopefully within this year or sometime I'll eventually fix it. Like I said, I'm going to want to get another battery for it, fix that clutch pedal switch, obviously change the oil pressure switch, which is going to be kind of a hassle, but I'll eventually get that done. Yeah, little things here and there. I mean, I want to get this thing running again, because this is going to be my car for a couple of years at least. I mean, it's got a good amount of mileage on it, but I mean, it is always very good for me, even though I've never driven it like anywhere. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's my car. I love it. I bought it for $750 from the original owner back in 2021. Yeah, it's been my baby ever since. I don't know why I put those dumb things on it, but I don't know what my problem was. I just wanted to accessorize this thing with any little thing, I guess. I changed the wiper blades on it, but they're probably going to need to be redone again because they've been sitting in the sun for as long as, you know. Anyway, guys, there you go. That's my car. Am I going to modify it and rice the hell out of it? No. I mean, if I was going to do any, like, performance tuner kind of modification to this thing, it would probably be to put a cold air intake on it, maybe redo an entire new exhaust system, but I don't mean something fancy, maybe like or maybe like cut off that bad pipe back there and weld a new pipe on it, like a decent pipe. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same OEM one or if it's going to be something else, but I'll probably eventually fix that muffler or whatever. But yeah, like I said, this car will be revived hopefully very soon, and I will get some videos of it on here. It's been a long time since you guys have seen it. So yeah, there she is. A 14-minute video. Good grief.